Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode two of Organic Base Podcast with your boys, Felix.
And on, guys.
Yes, man. Thank you so much for all of you who have tuned in. This is like our second episode, and yesterday we did one as well, which was our first episode. Today, I think before we ended the show, we say we're gonna be talking about our 4 years experience for today's episode about how we're just going to be reflecting on what we've been through over the years, our uni time, our university time. And yeah, that's what we have for today's show, and as well just going to be telling you what we have in store next, as we're going to be uploading daily every day. Catch us here on SoundCloud every single day. We'll be having different guests. Uh, as time goes, as the show grows and develops, we're having multiple guests on our shows. But anyway, man, Don, how have you been?
Man, I'm always great. I'm always great. I always believe a new day brings new possibilities, man.
Oh, trust, man, trust. To be honest with you, this was like the
Yeah.
day where I'm like, I've learned the value of discipline. I've learned the value of discipline.
Oh, I went with that. What's going on?
Now it's just more of let's say when motivation is a good feeling, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but then just like every other feeling, it wears off. So now I'm at a point where, like, honestly, okay, I woke up today feeling motivated, and now I'm just like, well, you know what? I was like, yo, you know what? Nah, today I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it until I was like, yo, you know what? Let me get up. Let me do this. All right. This is now, but the part where now, discipline kicks in. You see, discipline now kicks in, and now you have to be disciplined. You have to be dedicated, with or without motivation. So yeah, it's been one crazy lesson today, to be honest. But other than that, man, how's been your day? Tell me, man, your possibilities. What possibilities happened, my G?
Bro, and every day brings out something new, man. Something new. Like, I believe that your mind is not idle. Your mind is not in one constant kind of level. It always
Mm,
levels up or levels down on a daily basis.
yeah.
So as you say yourself that you may wake up, yeah, you may wake up and feel, oh shit, I need to do more like more work, more things, or I need to try this new idea.
Mm,
So that's why I'm always happy about it the next day. I'm always grateful that, oh yo, I'm already up. So what should I be doing now? You get me? And
yeah,
then
I get you.
obviously I use the weekend, like especially Sunday. Sunday is like a refreshing day, like just like a restart button.
Yeah, just chill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So literally, today is Tuesday. We're still fresh in the week. Yeah,
Mm,
we're still fresh. So I'm always thinking about some new ideas. Think about because right now, obviously, I'm looking at applying for jobs or what I want to do in the future.
mm.
You know, we're now last year of uniform. We're now last year, so we gotta be thinking
Absolutely.
constantly about like jobs, future. Gotta think about mortgages. Gotta think about your financial status, bro. it's a
I'm
lot
I'm thinking of marriage, man. I'm like, yeah, marriage. I'm
to think of
joking.
marriage. Nah, bro. You need to think
Oh,
of
I'm
marriage.
joking. I'm joking. Nah, I'm not thinking about it. But I'm just like, yo, man. Right now, I'm just like, all my days, man. It's just we just have with a few months, man. Just a few months before we kick in. You know what I mean? Before we just like, yo, we're out of here. You get what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. Only a few months left. So those few months will determine your end result.
Bro, that's so odd. That's so G right now. Right now, I'm just like, well, okay, today is the 19th. Oh man, I'm like,
Man, why you already sounding like you're low, fam? You sounded like you're low already.
Ah, bro, it's just one of those things. Like one of those, man. Like, yeah, one of those moments where you just go, okay, you know what? Hey, should I do this thing tomorrow? Like procrastinate and stuff. But then you realize that look, if you procrastinate more, the more the pressure is. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Like I heard about something called I think it was called the 5 minute rule or five
Yeah.
or 10 minute rule. They say that if something takes less than 10 minutes or 5 minutes to do, if you think about it, just do it then, because it only takes 10 minutes or 5 minutes. It
Mhm.
reduces your procrastination.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Like I don't know where I read that. Probably it was probably on Instagram because I follow too many business pages. So it was probably one of those pages that say that. Like basically anything that takes a short time, just do it then. Then you don't have to think about it after that. Let's say if you're procrastinating just to go to the bank to deposit some money,
Mm.
it doesn't take a minute to just deposit the money. It takes like a second. But if you start thinking about, oh, I have to go there, I have to drive there, I have to do this and that.
Yeah, isn't
No,
that?
bro, you just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, man, I get you. That's so true. That is so true. And yeah, one thing is what that I've learned as well was PNM boards were, something that I was told before that, if you are feeling lazy to get out of bed, what you can do is you you count to three, like one, two, three. Then you get up. It's like just giving yourself a jump start. That the idea of you now wanting to go back to sleep or get some extra minutes sleep or just like be in bed for almost like the whole day will then just go away. Now you're on your grind. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, I totally hear, man. I
Mm,
definitely hear. It's just something that, as we were saying before, like on the last podcast, you know, um, short-term sacrifice for long-term happiness is that kind of same topic. Like, people, we look at things in the short term, that's it. But if we look at in the long term, like long term aspect of it, we'll probably do everything that we need to do. We'll probably start saving when we're still young. We'll probably even start doing some mature things when we're still young. But it's just we only think about that moment. We only think, oh, if I save the money, it's not going to grow it that much. Probably the
mm.
next 20 years, but I want to spend it now. So it's that kind of same topic, that like yourself when it comes to uni. Sometimes you used to argue with yourself, should I study right now or should I go out clubbing?
Mm.
Then obviously between those two, the one that always wins. Go out clubbing. you know the one. Yeah, it
And
always
then,
wins.
then the next day, and then you come back and go, oh, I gotta wake up early. I got a lesson tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you start what's it called? Last minute revision. You start revising late.
Bruh, to be honest with you, that's the annoying part. Of which, to be honest, it's like now you know what you just said is what you just said really makes sense because you know I've been in that position where I ask myself, should I suffer now and play later, or play now and then suffer later? Of which, bro, I've been in that position where I played now, then I suffered later. All my days, I'm telling you, it's the worst place to be. All right, because you're left with nothing, absolute nothing, and you feel like your life is taking a step back. All right, while everyone is now leveling up, you are crumbling. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. But you're looking at it in an aspect of comparing yourself.
Mm,
Like definitely you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone. Um,
that's true. Yeah.
well, when you look at your success, it's only you in your own lane. No one, you should never compare yourself with the past generation or the next generation. It's only you. This life is only you. You are the only one that's gonna live it. End of the day, you're born, you choose whatever pathway of life you wanna live in.
Mm,
Then end the day or whenever you're going to pass away. But before you pass away, do you want to say to yourself, I've lived the life that I wanted to live? Or you're going to say, I've lived the life that everyone wanted me to live? So you obviously you want to live a life that you want to live. So the pressures that you should be suffering are your kind of pressures that you apply to yourself, not the society applying the pressure to you.
Absolutely. Hey, Pastor Donovan, you're preaching today.
What am I I'm preaching? Nah, bro. It's just facts. It's
You're
just facts.
preaching, yeah, but yeah, you're speaking facts, man. You're speaking, you're not missing, G. You're speaking facts. But
No, because it's a common topic when it comes to people from Africa or or any kind of background where they have pressure from parents, grandparents, or whatever that they need to be successful or they need to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or those kind of jobs.
yeah,
Those people do feel pressured. They do feel pressured, and I feel like some of them will realize that obviously their parents are not pressuring them to be those stuff. They're pressuring them to be the best version of them. Do you get
yeah,
the sense?
yeah. It makes sense, man. You're not capping about that. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's one of those moments where, you just go, okay, look, man, if you just have that feeling of regret, you know what I mean? That feeling of regret is the one that really just, I think, the kind of like makes some, if you're not careful, you can end up just like, okay, you know what, give up and say this is it. You know what I mean? This is where I'm supposed to end in my life. I'm no more going anyway. But then that's not the end of it all. You know what I mean? Life is there's so many days, so many opportunities, but it's all down to you, the individual, to like, go, oh, hey, you know what? I'm going to work hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work hard. If it means I have to start afresh, so be it. You know what I mean? Hold yourself accountable, and then you know what? Start afresh. But
Hmm. No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Most people in their life, they do feel as if that moment, that that moment or that situation they're facing is the end. However, I think the way that you can tackle that kind of situation is by having goals and targets.
mm,
If you have a goal and a target, your eye is going to keep on looking at that goal. You're not going to look at the
mhm,
situation you're facing. You keep on looking at that goal. And you know, obviously, all of us we have big targets. Like you want to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to be a millionaire.
mm,
Everyone wants to be a billionaire. Everyone wants to be like as rich as Elon Musk.
yeah.
Um, However, it's that kind of mentality that you need to have to strategize everything. Like when um, when an army is going to war, they don't just say, "Yo, guns out, let's go and shoot everyone."
Mm.
No, there is a strategy to it. They'll say, "Okay, cool. Section one, you go to the left. Section B, you go to the
That's
right."
the
Then,
section one.
yeah, they don't just say, "No, let's go and just
Who
bust
told you
out
these
everything."
things? Who told you these things, right? Section what?
Bro, it's it's just one of those things that that's one of the things you start learning from uni.
Oh
People
man.
people always say that university is a waste of time. But if you start looking at what you're learning at university, you're
Mm,
learning to strategize everything. You're learning to be more what's it called, resilient. Because at uni, we face a lot of challenges. We face a lot of intellectual challenges, educational challenges, where we have to decide something that second. So that makes your mind much more stronger for the future. Like when a job gives you a task, you will know how to handle it because your brain is used to much more stress. Like I love this other quote. I got it from a movie. It says, "On the broken are the more evolved."
oh, that is. Oh, okay, okay. I hear you. I'm gonna repeat that. Repeat that for the people at the back. Yeah.
Like everyone, you gotta put this quote in your mind. Yeah, the broken are the more evolved.
mm,
meaning that people that face challenges,
Head on.
they're the ones that are going to be great.
Yeah.
People that face hard challenges are going to be great. There's even a similar quote in the Bible saying, God gives his bravest warriors the greatest challenges.
Okay. Now, which scripture is this?
Okay, it's not a verse. It's not a verse, but I heard someone say it before. I heard someone say it before. Yeah, it's not a verse, man.
I was like, okay, I've never heard that in the Bible before. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe, but yeah, we'll look it up. We'll look it up because for me, I've not yet like read the whole Bible. Have you ever done that before? Like read the whole Bible, like from front to back.
Bro, I don't think a Bible is like a novel. You can't read from the first page to the last page. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can. You got people like right now. You got Christians or believers who are like they're like saying okay they like at the start of the year they go okay from 1 January till the end of the year they read the Bible, meditate, read the Bible every chapter. So you know what I mean. So I mean it's possible, but for me I haven't done that yet. I've never done that before.
That's true. It is possible. It is possible.
But
But
then
that's
again,
besides the point, man. Now we're talking about the Bible. That's besides the
yeah,
point.
that's the strangest part now because the Bible you have to have a different approach to it. That's the thing. You cannot just read it with saying, "Oh, okay, I just want to read it to like, say I've read it back to front. I mean front to back." Uh, you know, it's something that you gotta be, spiritual, someone who is engaged or someone who's willing to learn, and be open more. There's a lot there's a lot into it, which is very significant because I think it's one of those books that like you cannot read with a close like just read that book for the just like the same way you read a novel.
Yeah.
You cannot do that with the Bible. It's one of those only books that it's only one of those books that I've seen. I mean, that's the only books that I know that that look, you gotta be seriously dedicated. You gotta be like no distractions, nothing else. You're like your Bible and God, and you're like chilling. You have to be like very quiet. You have to be in a very quiet place for you to like really get what it's saying. Otherwise, if you just like read it for the sake of saying, okay, you wanna break to other people, yeah, it's just gonna be one of those things where you know you're gonna miss out on what was said. You know what I mean? And then you hear certain people go, "Oh, the Old Testament is boring and what?" But I've seen people who like the spiritually filled with the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? And who can tell you
Yeah.
like they can tell you so many things from a holy, from an Old Testament book, right? Can tell you so many things that were supposed to happen, that were meant to happen, and what's going to happen in the future. So yeah, it's one of those books that I enjoy reading if I'm like in a quiet mind, quiet space, chilled, looking for direction, looking for guidance. So yeah, you got a
No,
point,
no.
man.
I get the sense, like, yeah, definitely, like, but basically, yeah. As I was saying, like, it's based, like, when it comes to how you view life,
Mm,
I think you should take every challenge as an opportunity. This is why at the start I did say new day, new opportunities,
yeah,
new
every
day, new
day
challenges.
challenge to grow.
Yeah, yeah. It's because yeah. You're right. It's an opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to challenge your brain to adapt because we're humans. That's all we
Mm,
do. We adapt. Like right now, obviously there's Corona. Yeah, in the next 2 or 3 years, someone would have adapted to it. Someone would have had a variant or a gene to, you know, to live with Corona and not die with Corona. There's people dying from Corona, which is sad. And then there's people that are living. They had Corona and now they're still alive. So we adapt. So that's one of the things that we gotta face, like our daily challenges or day-to-day situations. Face them like a challenge. Be happy that you're you're facing that challenge. I know it might be hard for you to be saying, oh, why should I be happy that I'm facing this challenge? But, you know, something can happen to you. And if you view it in a negative way, your whole day will be messed up. Your whole mindset will be messed up. But if you keep on viewing everything in a positive way, you know, you will most likely prosper in whatever you're trying to do
Absolutely.
because people can see that positive energy. So, bro, as I said, new day, new opportunities. New day is just, growth.
More hustle, more grind.
Yeah, bro. You know how it is.
Yeah, absolutely. But
this is why this podcast is here. This is why this podcast is here, because we're in a society where we face a lot of challenges, technical challenges, social challenges. There's addictions out here, and there's a lot that's happening.
mm-hmm.
So this podcast is out here to talk about that kind of stuff, and I know maybe a million people may listen to this, and it can only help one person, but at least it helps someone. You know what I mean?
But like sticking to the topic of religion, right? Like let's say faith and prayer. What like during your uni time, have you ever like really explore that pathway of like trying to see if you know being a believer or being a Christian is for you or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that everyone does face when you're at uni, because that's the only time uh, where you are completely free, if I can say. You're living alone, and you can do whatever you want. And myself, yes, I have asked that myself, saying, is there even a God, or is that what's his religion? You ask yourself those questions. Then in the end, I'm still a Christian. I'm still here. I still believe in the Bible. I still believe in God. I do believe there's a higher being than us. So yes, there was a point at uni where I had to ask myself that question, and there is a point even in an exam, that I had to question myself. Like, you know what? I know I cannot pass this exam alone, so I had to do like a little prayer. I had to do like a little prayer, just to say, God, help me here. Jehovah Ra, help me. Or
I say Jehovah, right?
Nazareth. Yeah, Jehovah Nazareth.
Jehovah who?
Nazareth.
Nazareth. That's a region though.
Yeah.
That's a region. Isn't that a region for is it one of those like in Israel, a region?
Yeah.
That's where like Jesus was born. So you call Jesus of Nazareth, I mean. But yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because they say that he has a lot of names, like Jehovah Nisi, Yahweh, or Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Shammah. He has a lot of names, and they say, obviously, as a Christian, I do believe that if you have to call God upon anything, call him with the right name. I learned this recently when I was at my friend's place. I learned this recently. Like, you have to call God with a specific name for him to help you with a specific problem. Because it's more like it's more like your parents. You can't just shout a random name and they'll come and help you with.
My days. Man, I need to meet your friend, but that's weird. I never thought I've never heard of that, because I heard that look and just go, Father, please help me. That's enough. You don't go, oh, okay, what should I use? How should I address God? Jehovah, what's the right one? What's the right one? And then you go, okay, Jehovah Rama, Jehovah Nisi, or Jehovah Shammah. You see, I've never heard that before.
You never heard that? There's even El Shaddai, which means Lord God Almighty.
Yeah, but then I mean, if you're in it, so okay, so if you need someone who's mighty, Yeah, so if you're like in a very tough position, like in a situation where you need a mighty person, that's when you go Jehovah or El Shaddai.
Oh, you can say Jehovah Ra, which means the Lord my shepherd.
Oh man, okay, okay, that's something new. I've never heard that before. I'm watching. I'm like, what? Now, listen. We need to have your friend here on this podcast because this is interesting. I want to know. I want to really like hear why they believe that. Because man, I've never heard that. I'm open to learn. Just because I just want to know more. It's not end of be all. Some in life you have to be open minded. But other than that,
Bro,
over.
religion is a big thing, man. Religion is a big thing. There's so much we don't know. So
Yeah,
much we
man.
don't.
So much we don't. That's so true. But have you ever like like if with this time with this 4 year with the I mean 4 years you've been in uni for 4 years, right? 5 years.
Hold on. You're asking me the question. Well, let me ask you the same question. Is
Uh
there a time in university where you yourself you had to pray? You had to like just be like, I can't do this alone.
oh yes, a lot.
Come on,
Like,
describe it to the people, man. Describe it to the people.
it's one of the best feelings. To be honest, it's like you just it's like this calmness that comes upon you, right? And you go, okay, now I'm gonna go through my day. And now you like have this sense of direction, sense of purpose, and you go, yeah, I'm going to put on the grind now. I'm going to work. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to be committed to my goals, and nothing is stopping you. So yeah, I've been in situations. I mean, since first year, trust me, like since my first year, I've been in places like I've been in situations where you don't know anything what's going on. You don't know what you're studying for. You don't know what's going on. You're lost. You see around you, everybody's like doing it. It's doing fine. It's getting it, but you're like lost. You just go, oh my days, man. I don't even know what's going on. What are they talking about? That's the part now I'm saying, look, that's the part where I was like, hey, you know what? I need that's when I was like, I need God right now. I need some sign. I need I need help. I need strength. You know what I'm saying? Because there were times where like God has really helped me from many places, from doing so many things, like from so many things that could have really like destroyed me or hurt me in a big way. I remember it like especially when it comes to assignment. I don't know. Do you have that feeling within you where after you do an assignment, right,
Yeah.
you submit it, even though you know what you are not confident about it or whatever, you always like, okay, maybe let me start rewriting again. Let me go over again and let me rewrite and start afresh. But then something just tells you, well, listen, don't. Or you just find something stopping you from doing that assignment again. All right. You like in your gut, it just goes, oh no, don't do it. You see, you've done
Bro,
it's fine. Don't. I don't know if you've ever done is that ever happened to you?
cause that never happened to me before, fam. Every time I submit a report or it's an assignment, I'm happy, fam. I'm the happiest guy ever.
Yeah, for me, I'm happy, but at the same time, there's some assignments where I'm like, I'm like, oh man, I've done bad. I've done really bad. But then come results day, oh, I've passed. Wow, I never thought I would pass this assignment. But other than that, it's one of those things where we're like, okay, I've seen that, and that's what I've been doing all this time. Even last year, there were moments where I was like, okay, get ready to restart, refresh, and resubmit your essay, all right, because what you've wrote doesn't make any sense. But then I submit, then oh, I get an A or I get a B. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought I failed this. I didn't do anything.
I said, wait a minute.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, God has been that honestly, I was a believer that look, even if you're not a believer, like an atheist, deep down, there's always something that always wants you to like go out there and explore. Like, yo, there must be something bigger out there. Like what's out there? You know what I mean? We all do have that. So yeah, it's one of those craziest things. But other than that, it's been I would say it's been one of those greatest experiences. And over the 4 years I've been in university, I'll say it's been like one hell of a journey from relationships, understanding myself, meeting, women, at an institution like university where like everyone is like, this is it, you know what I mean? This is not high school where you learned or where you come from doesn't matter. Yeah, it's been one of like hell of an experience.
Nah, bro, don't worry. Like anyone that feels low like when the uni or feel like, yo, there's too much pressure, don't give up. That's one thing, and
Mhm.
that's one advice I'll give. Don't give up. Don't
Yeah,
give
don't
up.
give up. Absolutely. Don't give up. And if you see that you're not doing it, if you see that you're doing a course that you don't really like from the onset, your gut told you don't choose this course. You were not really passionate about it. You're just forcing yourself to do it. My advice to you is don't do it. It's best for you to pursue what you love. It's best you to do what you love, what you're passionate about. And don't worry about work. Don't worry about a job in the future. Focus on the now. Focus on that. Enjoy your time in uni. And then you know what? When it comes to job prospects, it will sort itself out. You get what I'm saying? Because life is not just a one and like, one thing that I've learned about life is, there's no end destination. I don't know if you have ever seen that. Like, there's times where you go, okay, listen, I want to be a chemical engineer. I want to be an engineer after university, but then after university you go, oh, you know what, now I don't care about you about don't care about this. I have a feeling about I enjoy music, or I enjoy radio, or I enjoy, I want to start my own business, like selling shoes or doing other entrepreneur stuff. I don't know if like, have you ever had that mindset like happen to you, like, or the moment ever happened to you?
Well, there's a lot of ideas that come in my head on a daily basis. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah. Those ideas have come to me definitely, and I always tell you guys that to be financially successful, I don't believe that university will make you that. Really, it will
Mm,
just a university prepares you for the hard times in life that you're gonna
mm.
face in life. So
That's so true.
yes, I've had those ideas, numerous ideas, even this podcast too. Because I remember that time when we had to do that radio station thing. Then yeah, we had to create
Yeah.
like social media. Then I even started my own perfume thing. If you remember that time,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Mm,
cause trust me, I had a lot of ideas. I had a lot of ideas, man. Selling this, even when I was at high school. I think it's called high school.
mm.
14, 15.
Yeah.
I was selling chocolates, fam. I was selling chocolates and Lucozades. You see so yes, every time I always have these dumb ideas. Yes, they might be dumb that time, but it shows that I wanted to grow every time. I wanted to make something of myself.
Mm,
So yeah, those ideas did come to me at university. They came to me at sixth form. They came to me in high school.
mm.
But
Yeah.
obviously, just to rewind.
Mm,
You touched on this on a topic where people have to decide what they love to do at university, like in terms of course wise. Just as an advice that yes, you might choose something that you love, something you're passionate about. Just beware, you will always face hard challenges. And just because you've chose something that you love, uh, don't think that you will never face any hard challenges. So
mm.
be prepared for the worst. That's all I can say. Be prepared for the worst.
Yeah, be absolutely prepared because to be honest with you, Second year, first year it was dramatic. Second year I enjoyed it, but I was, the pandemic was like, the pandemic when it started, all my days, it was like everyone was just panicking. Oh, it's the end of the world. Everybody,
Oh, I'm gonna say it's the
what a
end.
crazy time it was, man.
I'm gonna say it's the end.
It was crazy, fam. But other than that, it's to be honest, I would advise everybody just be like, for all you A level students, brace yourselves because to be honest, you're gonna have moments where honestly you don't know what's going on. You're gonna be with teachers who you don't like and teachers who don't like you. You're gonna be with classmates who you some of them you get on well, some of them you don't. So that's just preparation for you for work life, just to like say, okay, look, be ready. All right, be ready for life. But
Yeah,
other
just
than
a quick
that,
side note. Just a quick side note.
mm,
Man, that lecture, that teacher that lied to me in a sixth form, saying that university is gonna be easy. That's a lie. Please don't lie to kids like that, man. Don't lie.
oh, university, no, trust me. I'll even look back and go, yo, you know what? The university, for university, a lot of people thought, oh, uni is just gonna be an easy walk, but nah, it's not. No one really told us that, because a lot of people who graduate from uni, they just go, oh yeah, they just give you the rosy parts that you want, like, yeah, it was fun. We went out, I met people, I was experimenting I was doing so many things that I never done at home. But yeah.
Yeah. Nah. But obviously, guys, because obviously we can talk about this for a long time, and we always have new ideas to add in the conversation. So if you enjoyed this podcast, please keep on following and keep on hearing us and keep on supporting us with our movement to broaden, or to share our wisdom, to share our knowledge with
Mhm.
anyone who would like to listen to it.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, guys. And we'll be back tomorrow. Again, same time, same place on SoundCloud. Just always check out other episodes as well that we've released. But from me, Felix,
Yeah, and Donny G.
thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And we'll be back tomorrow with more topics. We're going to be continuing talking about different things. We just basic anything really. We don't know. We just end up having some random conversations as usual. But thank you so much, everybody. Stay organic.
All right, farmers, later.